Alright everyone, so I think I actually got the slowdown issue fixed. So, what I might actually do, because we didn't make it super far into this, I might just start it over. Just because it was affecting stuff on my end also. So, we're gonna go ahead and do that. How's it sounding? Because I had to reset all my audio stuff too on here. Is it too loud, too low? Do I need to turn it up some? Okay.
Back to the beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story. In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way.
So now that I'm not having to worry about
This is
stream
not the
quality and
story
shit, I can
hoped it
actually
would
like
be.
pay attention to the game and not wander around like an idiot.
This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna go ahead and just lower it just a tiny bit. Okay, cool. Wait. Okay, cool. I was worried that I forgot to turn the nudity off again. Okay, yeah, it looks like the video is going a lot smoother now. Why is it so loud though? Like,
Where'd he gone?
is it super loud for you guys too, or is it? Because it is like fucking blasting in my ears. I mean, right now it's at like 10%, so can I adjust it any more? Yeah, why the fuck is it so loud? Hold on. Okay. Let me know how this is, if I need to turn it back up or not. Because, yeah, my speakers were like, holy shit, they were blasting out. But, like, I can actually hear better now. is only like the 6th or 7th time I've had to play through this little opening. You know, can we speed up this process? I just went straight into the sacrifice area. There we go. We've only seen this cutscene like 3 times. Now we gotta go through this whole bullshit of they cut his heart out, they put a note in it. Why'd they put a note in it? They put a note in it, but why'd they put a note in it? But it's cool that it does actually show the 2 people that we interviewed later, though. I didn't even notice them on the first couple of times we saw this cutscene.
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than
I honestly, I don't remember her name. I know her
Sorry,
partner's
I've
name
been
is
out so much
Casey,
lately,
but that's just because
Logan.
she said it a bunch of times.
Oh my God, Mom, it's not your fault. People get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers. I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo. Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
It can't be
Because of the way
Logan.
shit is
There's
lining
another
up,
body
I'm honestly
that's
wondering if
just right
Casey's
there.
even a real person.
Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Like, I'm wondering if one of them isn't real, like if Anderson's the real person or if Casey is.
Nothing that would cheer anyone up. Here we are. Cauldron Lake.
It's like I can
Time to get to work.
catch shit now that I'm actually paying attention. Oh, you're right.
Deputy
You're
was
right.
supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car.
And
so
it's a
where's the
fictional
deputy?
detective too, so.
Eaten by a bear. I'll check out that map.
How's the audio sounding to everyone? Sorry I keep asking. Oh.
Worth memorizing before we get swallowed up by the trees.
Okay, that's good.
I should take a look at that map. Could be our deputy.
I can go take a look.
Quit your... Hey, over here. Hey there. Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner. Alex
Okay,
Casey.
Saga is her name.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that, The federal agent's right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell them about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, you know, inside.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Oh, did the out-of-towners, were they the ones that cut the fence?
They got it, Thornton.
Are they caught? These fucking out-of-towners. We can handle this ourselves if they just stay the hell out of it. All of them.
Shut up, Thornton. They can still hear you.
I'm just saying. You know I'm usually a calm person. Yoga 3 times a week. But these goddamn city folk always think they know everything.
Need to head to the crime scene. No time to waste. Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly.
Aw, damn, it's gonna make me do that.
The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head. The facts are on the board. Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
I see you're hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it?
We're just getting started. Let's head down the hill to the crime scene. Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You
Came
know
to
what
the rental
happens to cops
cabins,
who say this is
unidentified
their
man
last
tax
case.
vacationers
Mm-hmm.
in the dead of
Real
night.
funny,
Sunday,
Anderson.
an idyllic evening and barbecuing and nice fishing, violent, disturbed. Saturdays, a mysterious assailant attacked park visitors, causing chaos and destruction at the cabins. Incident left 3 people injured, and one which had been admitted to the county hospital. As to whether the attack is still at large, Bright Falls police have witnesses visibly shaken when. Little Sally Upton's whole family erupted into cheers when she won the big match. This weekend, was she playing soccer, tennis? No. This brave new world lives and her family is cheering her on as she won a match in a game that exists only on the Information Superhighway. The game in question, Mega Baking Star. Does Hike Day keep the present? Missing Doberman found. Okay, cool. I ain't reading all that shit.
Stairs are out. You okay to jump down?
I'm not that old.
Mighty Mountain in the distance is none other than Mirror Peak, the iconic landmark overlooking Cauldron Lake. From the right angle, its beauty will be reflected on the calm surface of the lake, mirrored in all its inviting. Cool.
Fucking nature. Gives me a headache. There's too much sky.
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
To be fair, I can't blame him. I've gotten lost in these woods like a handful of times already. Okay, can't go up there. Powerful feat of nature will revive the spirit as it does the surrounding nature. The churning, grinding waters at the bottom of the fall resemble a mortar and pestle, quite like the ones the Witch Cauldron Lake is fabled to have used to travel through the night sky.
Is that a kid's lunchbox? An Alex Casey movie lunchbox. Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective. He hates those cheesy crime books, but he really hates the movies.
Did you get lost, Anderson?
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
No, sure not, Jason. Try explaining it one more time.
How much clearer can I make it, Mulligan?
I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
lunchbox again. Who's leaving these out here? Deputy Thornton, I take it.
Yeah, that's me. Mulligan told me you were coming the other way. Now, this is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. Now, we didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No talk. You owe me a coffee.
Okay, let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders? Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic. Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence? The killer left the heart right next to the body. Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down. Incised stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed. Heart removed from chest. Strapped by the wrist.
Now that I actually understand what the
Definitely
fuck I'm
matches
trying to
previous
do, this
murders.
goes way easier.
But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about. Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues. Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here. Multiple people were here. Multiple killers? Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here. Waiting. Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera?
Damn it.
Boot prints, indicating multiple killers. Quite the party.
Okay.
Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. Now, I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him.
Okay, they do interact with Casey, so maybe he is an actual person.
So you knew our victim?
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago, 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here,
I bet there's more to that story.
but no happy ending.
Just trying to see if I
I
can
think
get a
that's
view.
everything. For now, at least.
Mm-hmm. Anything clicking yet?
Not sure. Need to think about it.
Just trying to see if I can get a view of her mouth if she's like moving when she's actually talking to him.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago. They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now? Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw.
Maybe the
Feel what they
profiling will
felt.
make more sense now that, you know,
Use
I'm paying
whatever I
more
know about
attention.
them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together. Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder. Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something. The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Okay, well, I'll just wait here.
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Oh, this is flooded later. Okay.
Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find.
I didn't know trees got that big. Gives me the creep.
There's a piece of paper on the ground.
Or you can read it.
Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales?
A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of story. Killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading the words. These words felt like a message. Someone knew they were here, someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept, even if they knew it would end up hurting them?
Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us. I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense. We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what. Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside.
Yeah, definitely going faster, seeing as how the first stream this took an hour.
Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
A witch with no heart. A strange echo of Al murder. Whoever wrote that page made sure it read like a story. Like a scene from a thriller.
I hate all of it. The text said we'd find more. I believe it.
But what's the purpose? They're twisting events to create their own narrative. To do what? Entertain some fantasy? Projecting their desires? Are we characters or the audience? Witnesses to their design? All the above?
It's all about control. Deciding what happens to who. Don't let it drag you in.
Too late. I'm already hooked. I need the next chapter.
Wash hands. So, sink, fridge, bed.
Wonder what's inside. I should take a look around for a way to open this thing. A creepy twig sculpture? Hey there, Mr. Deer. You remind me of a dream I had.
So, here's the thing, like, the whole deal with Alan Wake is that he writes a story and it comes true. So I'm honestly, at this point, I'm wondering if even Saga is real. If, like, that was kind of always the whole weird deal. It was like up, down. Up, down, down, up. And then I think it was like left, right, yeah. So, like, that's what makes me think Casey isn't real, at least. Like, he's, like, a complete character created by Wake. Okay, did I just completely blank out? Down, up, down, left, right. So it should be up, down, down, up. There we go.
Hey, Casey. What's the Forest's favorite shape?
Please, Anderson. Just one case without the
A triangle.
I don't get it.
Yes, you do. Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination, ASAP.
Well, sure. But the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
But yeah, so the whole deal in the first game is that
Oh, and Sheriff
he's
Tracy's
reenacting
fault
a
is
book
he's got
that
the
he wrote
bookers
that he
to
didn't
go to
remember
Diner
that he
in town.
wrote.
Oh, and
So the
Doug
big
got a
question
key
starts happening is like,
to
which
the
characters
gate.
are
It's a
real
shortcut
people?
back
Are
to
they
the
acting
parking lot
strange
just up the
because
hill.
they're being controlled by what he wrote? Or is that how they actually are? Like, the first game had, like, a lot of references to Twin Peaks in it.
Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the Bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
Huh. Didn't come across this last time.
Hello, this is Agent Anderson and Agent Casey, FBI. We'd like to come in and ask a few questions pertaining to an investigation.
The station heads are not currently available. Access is restricted without their permission.
Nice talking to you, too.
Wonder how I never came across that on the first playthrough.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
Pretty sure there was another lunchbox up here.
There's another lunchbox.
Welcome back, Anderson.
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
Tripod for a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
Stuff in something for us to find.
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner.
I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery. by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town.
The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
Hi there.
I don't think I talked to you last time. Oh. Guess I can't talk to you.
Just how much coffee have you had today?
I just realized, like, earlier that these are thermoses. For some reason, I thought they were, like, cans of spray paint or something.
How much have you had? Not enough. That's how much. Never enough coffee. Oh, that rich, bittersweet nectar. Get in it, coffee world.
Not to toot my own horn, but I am pretty darn sure.
Oh, dear.
I mean, our float.
You.
Will be the belle of all of it.
Let me guess. The FBI. Welcome to Bright Falls. It's nice to have you here. I got you both some coffee. Oh, it's Washington's finest.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff. I'm set for coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Breaker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I mean, I was wondering, because in the first game,
Casey, you
thermoses
compare
were
notes
your
with the sheriff.
collectible.
Take your time. We've looked through the case files you sent over, Sheriff. Have you had many people besides the known victims go missing?
Alright, we know the jukebox is broken.
Slow down ever since Culver Lake was fast up.
Yes. Missing person cases spiked around 2010. The fence was built just after. Yeah, that's exactly right.
I want to know what the deal with the deer heads are. Like, specifically why she likes interacting with them.
Rest easy, buddy.
I also think it's weird that sometimes the audio is a
force
little
it
behind.
open. Excuse me. I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay? So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree. The cult of the tree."
I really like this guy.
Cult of the tree. Oh, and then we found out. The whole thing was terrifying. That's all.
What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some details. Perfectly legal.
We're dealing with an organized group of killers, not a lone serial killer.
Exactly.
The cult of the tree is behind these murders. This case just became much more complicated. I'll need to start a new file. But it's my first cult case. Exciting. Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence. Another message. Right. The cult of the tree. What aren't the Bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree bag, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists.
At least she's an actual writer, and it's not like they made her out to be like a fucking blogger or some shit.
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the writer fell in the lake.
Private party.
Also, thank you for the gift. I didn't hear the notification pop in.
Questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with a murder. They were telling the truth. These stashes could contain clues about the cult. Better keep an eye out for more. I need to know more about the cult of the tree if I'm going to shut them down.
Come on. What kind of cult? Okay.
So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
Told you not to keep that thing to me.
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor. Stick around town for now in case we have any more questions.
Like we'd even dream of missing dear friends.
Oh, God. Saga! Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe. I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you? I don't know what you're talking about. It's me, silly. Rose. You know me. I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl? She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember. How do you know I have a daughter? Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time. No. You're mistaking me for someone else. If you say so.
Maybe. Well, because the first game ends with him saving his wife and getting her out of the lake in exchange for getting himself trapped in there. So we already know that
My guys have
Wake ends up at the end of chapter 2.
Let's go.
He's like free and everything,
Look, I
so
see.
he might have
Lead.
wrote her as a way for him
Looks
to
like we're
escape.
dealing with a cult. The cult of the tree.
Murder cult. Fuck.
The passage of time is deceiving.
The days of our lives are fleeting, and they end in the end. They end.
Because here's the thing, I thought Casey had died when Nightingale came back to life, but I guess not. Oh yeah, it must have just taken a while for them to reach the
Have you
police
heard
station.
of this cult of the tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you.
Citizens from the dangers of
Morning, Sheriff! Looks like you have some guests.
Ah, morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
Goofy sounding
Hey, what do you know
motherfucker.
about that waitress from the diner?
Rose? Yeah, she's a bit of a space case. Always has been. Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible. But it's best not to take it personally.
Hey, boss. Corpse is downstairs ready to go.
Yep, in the morgue, all prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
Oh, this is the Bright Falls Sheriff Station. Anything you need, just let us know.
We appreciate the support, Sheriff.
I don't think there was really anything worth grabbing in here, but I'll do a quick double check.
Oh dear, I'm a tourist, and it appears
Best
that
part
our
of this entire game so far.
is only had a tour guide. Also, it's bear season. Oh no, a bear. Help. Did somebody call for a tour guide? Oh wow, Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours. Unforgettable tour experiences at affordable prices. That's right. I'm Ilmo Koskela, voted best coffee roaster / tour guide by Coffee World magazine, and I'm here to give you the tour of a lifetime. But Ilmo,
God, I hope we meet
I
them.
heard the government has seized and restricted access to many local nature attractions. That is true, Yanko. Many local attractions have recently become fenced off by the government, and that's why at Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours, we say, fuck the government. We have bolt cutters. Oh, wow. You think of everything. And we'll take you anywhere. Hiking through the scenic Elderwood National Park. Fishing in the crystal clear waters of Bright Falls Dam. Bird watching at majestic...
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
A tour of a lifetime is just one phone call.
Or that's who got them into...
Discount on this limited edition Oh Dear Diner coffee thermos.
That's who got them into the lake.
So we share a morgue with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem, though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns, and he's away this week. But you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified to perform examinations. Yes.
Something about morgues. They always cheer me up.
I can't say I feel the same.
He's joking.
Come on. There we go.
It doesn't budge.
Okay, well, that explains where that dead person had come from.
Okay. Let's take a look at our patient.
I'll start with the external inspection before performing the internal examination. What was the cause of death?
Aha. They did leave something inside his chest. There's writing on here. Can't make it out.
Writing? How'd they manage that?
This looks like text. A tattoo?
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy. Defensive wounds. He put up a fight.
The body shows signs of being submerged in water post-mortem.
Time to see what Nightingale's body can tell us.
I wish it would just like post all of them
Chest wound is
in like
cause
a
of death,
batch.
but the corpse is bloated, waterlogged. Doesn't add up. There's definitely something in his chest. Did the killers leave it there?
No gloves.
It's the same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Like, not even about damaging evidence, just literally about, like,
Haunted Saga.
not risking getting anything off of the dead body.
See into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case. I have them right here. No, wait.
Sheriff?
What the hell?
Oh, so he didn't kill the sheriff, he killed some other random guy that just happened to be there.
Didn't see her. Could not
My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back.
Go on. There we go.
Go! Vanished. He didn't have a heart, but he still got up. The page predicted all of it. It helped me fight him.
He just disappeared. What the hell is going on here?
We need to figure that out if we're gonna do anything about it. Somehow we need to make sense of this.
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. Saga had to pursue Nightingale into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult. A ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster.
It won't open.
God damn it, that's right. There was like some random fucking thing here that I missed. Or I had to talk to... Yeah, that's what it is.
Right before things got crazy, Sheriff Breaker just vanished.
Maybe the sheriff knew more than he was letting on.
He seemed anxious, like he dreaded what was coming. One more mystery. There is no rational explanation to what we just saw.
I'd love to blame this on mass hallucination caused by inhaling volcanic gas, but we both know that's bullshit. This was supernatural.
Well, I'm glad you were the one to say it. Now we can figure out a way forward. The victim of a ritualistic murder turns into a monster. Is there a connection?
Looks to me like the cult of the tree is performing rituals to create monsters.
Maybe. We need to start with learning this cult's goal, their purpose. A dead man turned into a monster. Light as a way to fight him. Pages predicting the future. There's no rational explanation. This is the case we must solve.
Okay. We should be able to leave now.
The page places Nightingale back at Cauldron Lake. Calls him a Taken. We need to head over there, stop him, before anyone else gets hurt.
Okay.
We heard gunshots. Y'all okay?
Did you get spooked by the bodies?
Sheriff Breaker disappeared. Nightingale turned into some sort of a monster, and there are offices down. You two handle things here. We need to get back to Cauldron Lake immediately.
Fuck me. That's terrible. We'll do what we can, man.
That's crazy, right, Thornton? Nightingale's heart was missing. How could he do anything? He's dead.
Well, yeah, right. Well, that's all crazy talk. Monsters aren't real, and what do you mean the sheriff disappeared? Like poof? He's gone like magic? Magic's not real. Magic's not real. Right?
No, Thornton. Monsters aren't real, and magic's definitely not real.
I knew that.
They're a fine pair.
Hello?
My client has been held here long enough. Are you gonna let me speak to them or not?
It won't
Just a
open.
moment, ma'am. Someone will be right with you.
Read that note once before.
Nightingale and his cult are dangerous. We need to be prepared in case things escalate more than they already have. Can you call it in, KC?
Smart choice, Anderson.
Agent Casey here. Yeah. We need backup. The Bright Falls case.
Should be allowed
Whoever
at
you
this
can
year's
spare.
For
ASAP.
those of you just tuning in,
Think we'll actually find Nightingale at the lake?
The pages haven't been wrong yet.
We can't assume the person writing these pages isn't playing us.
I agree. But it's our best lead.
Rinse and repeat. Clock out, get a beer. Or maybe 3.
Come on, get in the car.
I need to come clean, Anderson. I know why Nightingale was here 13 years ago. He was chasing a writer, Alan Wake.
Tammy mentioned him. She's writing a book on his disappearance.
You know the detective character from his books, Alex Casey.
Yeah, I've heard the jokes at the office. Cold case Casey. Murder case Casey. Sorry.
Ha ha. It's the same name, similar job. It's the first thing anyone thinks of. It annoyed me, but that was it. Then, 10 years ago, I started getting strange letters in the mail. Fragments of prose describing murders. You've heard the stories about what happened in New York. Some of it, at least. Bodies started to pile up. It was a murder cult. Turns out the fragments sent to me were from the crime books of Alan Wake. The cult was copycatting the murders from the books. In their heads, they were performing a ritual to bring Wake back. Their imagined prophet. After that case, I started looking into Wake's disappearance on the side.
And you thought this case might be connected to him? His name does keep popping up.
I just wanted you to have all the facts.
Next time, give them to me before we find ourselves in the middle of a horror story.
All right.
The page says Nightingale's in something called an overlap. Need to figure out exactly what that means.
I'm happy I'm not in charge of this mess.
Thanks. Let's start looking for Nightingale where he was killed. The writer of these pages knows what will happen. Because they're behind this, or because they can see what's coming. Impossible things are happening here. A world operating on different rules. I need to understand this strange logic. To see the clues. to solve the case.
Hey, hello there. How are you folks doing?
Those restricted area signs don't do a damn thing.
Hello. Saga Anderson. Are you two supposed to be here?
I'm Ilmo Koskela. Fantastic to meet you. And yes, Stephen here hired me to show him through the woods.
Okay, so he's one of the brothers, which at this point I'm still not convinced that it's actually brothers.
SBC, ma'am. I'm authorized to be here.
And I bet you two are here about that murder.
How did you hear about the murder, Ilmo? Do you know anything that could help us?
People tend to tell me things. The Koskela brothers are kind of a household name around here. Speaking of, if you're looking for some fun, stop by Watery. Just down the road from Bright Falls, there's our Coffee World amusement park. There's sauna ja vihta. And we offer a variety of guided tours, hunting, fishing, hiking, whatever strikes your fancy. You name it, we probably got it.
What is this thing?
It's just a monitoring station, ma'am. The Federal Bureau of Control checks volcanic activity and air toxicity levels. No need to worry, though. It's mostly for research purposes.
That's one gorgeous sweater, Saga. Looks Nordic. I bet a family member made it.
My mother made this sweater for me. How do you know?
I knew it. My mom used to knit those sweaters for me and my brother.
Yeah, it fits like
Watery.
another like trope of like the bumbling small town sheriff.
So between your name and the sweater, I figured your family might be from Finland too. Suomi, Finland. Ulla, Karjalan piirakka.
Close. My mom's family is from Sweden originally. I don't know much about them beyond that. The sweater is just something to remember her by. Stephen, we're investigating a murder that occurred nearby. What can you tell me about your bureau?
Nothing that isn't classified, I'm afraid. But I don't know anything about a murder. Operations here are run by a different department. I'm just here to make some repairs. The wiring on this thing frays every couple months.
Yep, that's the raccoons. They grow real big here with teeth like you wouldn't believe. Can't gnaw right through a garbage can.
That's all I've got for the moment.
Shouldn't be here. Raccoons my ass.
Let's get to the murder site, Casey. A lot of things about this case keep bothering me. But one thing feels really off. Breaker's disappearance. I don't get the feeling Nightingale was responsible.
He was about to give you more of those pages. Something didn't want us to have them? Or was protecting him from Nightingale? Spontaneous combustion? I don't know. Not the kind of disappearance we normally solve. Our crime scene's drowning. I never minded rain. Feels like home.
No sign of Nightingale. But the page did place him at Cauldron Lake, in an overlap. So how do we follow him there?
Maybe something around here will tell us.
Bare feet. Nightingale. I'll see where these footprints lead. Can you comb through the crime scene one more time, KC? Just in case?
On it. If anything comes up, I'll radio you.
I like how it just suddenly gets super dark. Okay, I already got the thing from up there.
The tracks lead into the water. Where'd you go? I can feel something. A presence. Nightingale isn't far. What is that? Seems like it's reacting to the light. These aren't the same tracks that were here before. They're headed into the tree, not out of it. My flashlight burned the dark stuff away.
The fuse was in place. Saga stepped into the witch's hut. Inside, a bright light. There were objects that stood out to Saga, as if the light had manifested them.
The witch's hut. Okay. I trust the pages to lead me to the overlap.
Okay. We'll put all this shit together after, or right before we fight Nightingale. I think this takes me up to the witch's hut.
This is the witch's hut.
Anderson, thought I saw something in the woods. Probably just a deer, but I'm gonna check it out.
Okay. I found another page. Following up on a lead. This one looks good. People should really stop littering, though. Another page. Making progress.
The image of the witch in the sign. Saga addressed the witch. The smudged line on the heart. The second part recited from memory. I brought you the heart, witch. Show me the terror. Saga pushed the heart through the hole in the sign.
Okay, now we need to go to the general store. Murder site. Okay, yeah.
It was already...
Occultist. A monster. Like Nightingale.
Wait. Okay, so I can't even check this until I examine the shotgun case. It's like 729 or something. There we go.
Saga edged toward the broken door, her gun ready, flashlight aimed ahead. Nightingale said it would be here. The Cauldron Lake General Store was overgrown, left to rot. Saga thought about the cult of the tree. They had been here, waiting, planning a gruesome ritual murder. Meanwhile, they played cards in the general store, like it was just another late-night poker game. Saga stepped closer to the door. Had the animal broken it? There was a loud crash. Saga found herself face to face with a cultist, a hulking figure in a raincoat. We watch in the night. Wild eyes behind a plastic deer mask, an axe in his raised hand.
Wasn't the heart in here? Maybe I have to...
I know Nightingale is somewhere around Cauldron Lake.
The tree was a threshold. This place and the dark place. You're in over your head. Next stop, Caldera Street Station.
The threshold. Like a doorway. Leading to Nightingale. It's somehow connected to a tree. Witch's Ladle? Don't need to go over all this again.
See, like, this isn't bad. Like, she's auto-doing the stuff now. I wish she would just do it normally like that. Okay, did I seriously miss something? Where is the heart at? Is it... Okay, we got more inventory. Did I do something out of order? Do I have to go all the way back to the fucking lake? Because I thought the heart was just right here in this when we played this the other day. But I think we also had to fight 2 cultists down by the lake, so who knows at this point. Oops. Let's go back over there. God damn it, I don't want to do that. So I missed something over here.
This carving looks fresh.
Okay, maybe now.
The page from the witch's hut seems to be describing some kind of ritual. Nightingale's heart disappeared from the morgue. Where is it now? To get into the overlap, I need to find Nightingale's heart. Read the line imprinted on it, plus the line on the page to the witch's ladle sign. then push the heart through the hole in the sign. I need Nightingale's heart to get to the overlap. Where is it?
The cultist leaned close. He was there, but he was risen. Nightingale was there. The opposite of sunspots. Who said that?
That's not it. I don't have what I need to find Nightingale's heart. There must be more. Nightingale's heart. Where is it?
While they played cards in the general store, the witch had stolen his heart. Get out of my house.
Nightingale's heart is at the general store, in a fridge.
See, that's something that I'm not a fan of, is like...
Casey, I'm headed to the general store. I think I know how to get into the overlap.
Roger that.
Like, I knew where the heart was. I don't like that I had to do a specific thing in order to make the heart actually spawn.
Don't think I'm done here yet.
Anderson. The years I spent with my ex-wife. I'll find my way back, don't you worry about it.
The text on the heart is clear. I feel like I recognize this. The fridge. The heart. I knew it would be here. Like I saw it in a dream. And now I need to give the heart to the witch. Makes total sense.
Sure it does.
Casey, there are cultists in the area. They're taken, like Nightingale.
Yeah, thanks for the heads up. I'm still finding my way back.
Oh shit. Trauma path?
Any city in
How did I
America
miss
can
that?
get through drunk and blindfolded. It's these damn trees.
Okay. I'm en route. I need to perform a ritual to open the overlap. This case just keeps getting weirder. But it is exciting.
Let's do the point of interest. What do I have to do to trigger that? Okay, where was the travel map? Or not the travel map, the trauma pad. So I must have left it in there, not realizing. there it is. Oh, did you get filtered?
The wave crashed on the far side of the mirror. I brought you the Heart Witch. Show me the terror.
Now this effect I actually think is pretty neat.
Casey, I think I'm in the overlap. Are you still on your way? Casey! Casey, do you read me? Logan? Logan! Where are you? What the fuck was that? Logan's back in Virginia. You're imagining things. What was that? Wait. Did I get turned around? No, this is right. This place is looping. Like a nightmare.
The rider went into the lake, banished the dark presence. Taken still lurked in the woods. The dark place receded. The current pulled back those with darkness inside, into the lake. Nightingale was there, one of them. The dark presence, Jagger had taken him. The witch had stolen his heart. They sank beneath the waves. The dark place, wandering in the shadows, muttering to themselves. It's dark. I'm lost. Where am I? Who am I? I can't remember. It's cold. Premium cabins for rent in Bright Falls. Who said that? Can you hear me? I need help. Please. Stop this. What did I do? You must dig it out. Their shape shifted. Echoes of the writer's dreams. Fading in, fading out. The next story and the story after that. The writer was writing again.
He's here. Nightingale.
Trapped here. Who escaped? Danger.
Who is that? It's like they're coming in over a bad signal. Nightingale's badge.
How to fight this pain in the ass.
Run! Gotta move. Now.
Fuck, I don't ever keep meaning to do that. God damn it. Boom. Okay.
Who are you?
What is this? Who are you?
Hear me.
I'm Saga Anderson, FBI. I can hear you.
Cauldron Lake.
Yes, I'm at Cauldron Lake. Where are you?
How to escape? In danger. The Dark Presence.
Danger. Thanks. Got it. Hey! Are you okay?
No! It's my fault! It got out with my face! Scratch!
Sir, calm down. I'm gonna need you to take a breath.
He's chased the story. The Dark Presence. We must stop it before...
Easy now. First things first. What's your name?
My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer. I've been...
Wake? Where did you come from? You've been missing for 13 years.
13.
Alright, I know it sucks because this whole stream has just been, you know, replaying through stuff that we already did, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. We'll pick this back up tomorrow. I'll do a much longer stream, and we'll be doing some streams over the weekend. so we can actually make some progress. I do want to say thank you all for stopping by. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for liking. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for following. And thank you for keeping the chat alive. And again, I'll be back on here tomorrow, roughly around 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We'll play this for a few more hours. Bye, everyone.
I was calling you. Did you hear me? I lost my way. Lost my way. I was trapped in 1,000 nights with no escape. Nightmares taking me over. And now I'm wide awake. And now I'm wide awake. Oh, I died like 1,000,000 times. Feel the waves I break. The nightmare's finally over. And now I'm wide awake. And now I'm wide awake. Blinding lights, burning eyes. I can see myself and I don't need to hide. My foolish pride paid the price. I will never leave again. I'm by your side. I was calling you. Did you hear me? I lost my way. Lost my way.